Right, let's be real. Nintendo's most influential character throughout its whole history was Donkey Kong. And for those that are going to be in my comments already arguing, no, it's Mario, yeah, shut up, because Donkey Kong is the reason Mario even exists. So there we go, have that. But they've redesigned him quite a few times over the years. Obviously, originally started as a giant monkey on the 8-bit or 8-bit graphical style, because obviously that's the style they had in the arcades and obviously NES at the time. He obviously over the years has had other redesigns since. One notable one is obviously one by Rare. Rare, which was, I believe they had him, that was the design for like 30 years, because from 1994 on Donkey Kong Country, they had obviously this more, I don't know how to describe, but basically you had him with a more frown brow. He was sort of he'd always look more angry, he looked more wild, because obviously that's the way he was designed by Rare. And that was just the way he was, the way he looked for like 30 years. And many people obviously sort of redesigned for Donkey Kong Bonanza, where now he looks a lot more like the movie version of the character, which, I mean, I ain't got nothing against. Like, I haven't seen the movie, but like, I don't have nothing against the redesign. I think it looks good in that animation style, to be honest. And essentially this new redesign has got some people annoyed. And when asked about, why they've redesigned him like this, Shigeru Miyamoto, one of the like most notable figures in Nintendo's history, has turned around and said, wow, it's making more expressive. And that's the thing. Like, I don't think this redesign is bad per se. I know a lot of people have lost their marbles about it and gone, oh no, he looks ugly now, or like, this is not my DK and whatnot. It's still the same guy, still the same character. Literally, they've just made him more expressive. And I think it's because with Donkey Kong for a little while, they had no idea what to do with him. If you look at like the early 2000s for Donkey Kong, they were just coming up with random stuff, trying to find a way to like make him fit, make him appeal to an audience. And I feel like this is how they've done it, because they've done it this way, this redesign this way anyway, to make it so he can fit in more with Nintendo's cast of characters, which, let's be honest, Mario and all those guys, they've always been more like, child-looking, well, cartoonish sort of way, whilst Donkey Kong's always looked more a bit angry, which didn't always fit the vibe. Like, even Bowser, you see Bowser cracking a smile in that half time in images and that, so, it just made sense to make Donkey Kong look less angry and make him look more expressive and more, make it seem like he's part of the squad, make him seem like he's, more cartoony, more fun-loving and enjoying himself and stuff. So I don't have a problem with this redesign in that regard. I also think it's a bit weird that they've done the redesign and then like they did it like shortly after they released the Donkey Kong Country's Returns HD. Like, that was what's weird to me. It was like they did this redesign like so soon after unveiling, or not even unveiling, but releasing a remaster of a game where he had the old design, or one of the older designs. It's just, I don't know, it's just kind of weird to me they did like right down there. But as for this redesign, I don't hate it. I'm not gonna go storm Nintendo's offices for it, because, well, what's that gonna prove, really? But yeah, genuinely, I just kind of feel like this is an alright redesign. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. But it is what it is. And to be fair, Donkey Kong Bonanza is probably one of the only games I'm going to get on Switch 2 within the first few months, because obviously that game is the one that I want to get, because it's like a sequel to Donkey Kong 64 in a way, being the only other 3D Donkey Kong platformer. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you love this redesign, or do you hate this redesign? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I've been EC and I'm signing out. Peace.